the guard. Jordan for three. Rebounded by Caffey. And he is fouled. Dennis Rodman in a collision with Chris Childs. Randy Brown over to break it up in a hurry. Foul called on Buck Williams. We'll be right back. Minute past 6 here in New York. John Starks has often been the catalyst, having terrific season. He's done it coming off the bench, and you saw the numbers when John has been able to step in this evening. How that has turned things around.
Well, with the combination of Allen Houston and John Starks, you get fire and ice, and it's John's job to come off that bench to energize the Knicks and ignite things, and he did that right away with a foul, then a technical foul, but bounced back nicely with a couple of hoops to get this 8-0 run going.
And usually it has been John Starks who has been on the floor for the Knicks in the fourth quarter. Allen Houston opened up against Michael Jordan, picked up 2 fouls, and picked up that second foul right after he hit a three-pointer. So Starks his appearance. Here's Jason Caffey at the free throw line in his second season out of Alabama, first-round draft pick last year. So that ends the 8-0 run by the Knicks. Knicks 28 and the Bulls 21. Knicks now have 3 guards on the floor with Ward, Childs, and Starks, along with Oakley and Williams. Ward passing on the open shot. Buck Williams. And the box out by Michael Jordan against his one-time Chicago Bulls teammate Charles Oakley.
Well, normally with the Bulls struggling offensively, they go to Michael Jordan to get something going towards them.
And Michael was able to hit. He had missed his previous 5 shots. Now being guarded by Giles.
That was not quite towards the basket, but that has become Michael's patented post-up move down on that right block, that little fadeaway. He feels so comfortable letting that one fly.
Nick lead is 5. Oakley. Charles Oakley with his second field goal. It's 30 and the Bulls 23.
Oh, outstanding execution by Childs on the pick and pop play, taking that dribble an extra 2 or 3 quick to make that defense converge, finding the open Oakley.
Bad pass by Caffey could not be handled by Jordan. Starks, played by Kerr, got picked off by Williams. And back comes Pippen. The Chicago Bulls have won 11 of their last 12 games. Going his way and rebounded by Starks.
A bad shot by Caffey. They don't mind Caffey being offensive-minded when it's in his comfort zone in and around the basket. That was important.
Starks with the 3. He has the touch. He now has 8. John Starks did not play in an earlier game against the Bulls in Chicago, sidelined by injury. Dennis Rodman also sat it out in the midst of a suspension. Knicks have opened up a 10-point lead. Kerr passing on the shot, but diving steal by Oakley. 2-on-2, Starks for Ward. And the Bulls want to talk it over.
Well, there's Chris Childs making that move off the pick of Oakley, drawing the defense towards him in the lane, and that left Charles Oakley, a good 18-foot jump shooter, wide open from the baseline. And then that soft pass, but nothing will get the crowd up roaring in the Garden faster than Charles Oakley diving on the floor, knocking the ball loose, setting the fast break going away as Patrick Ewing loved it.
Knicks with a 12-point lead on Chicago. We've been discussing turnovers throughout this first half. Matt, as the coaches like to say, you want to show respect for the basketball. Well, over the course of the season, the Knicks lead the NBA in turnovers, better than 18 per game, but they've been showing that respect here this evening.
While taking care of it today against a very good defensive team in the Chicago Bulls. Not so much with steals as they have been in past years, but they do have good, quick hands and will knock a lot of balls loose, however.
The Knicks with a 30-9 run that goes back to the first quarter. After that explosive start by Chicago, Scottie Pippen has been quiet. Pippen going glass. Scottie Pippen has not had many strong games against the Knicks. Knicks feel they can pound him around. They feel that he does get affected by the physical play. Here's Ward for three. So it's the Knicks 38 and the Bulls 25.
You go back to the early Pat Riley days here in New York, and the book on Pippen was to bang him, pop him every chance you get. He has a size mismatch on John Starks inside right now.
Here's Kerr. A three for Kerr on Starks, and Pippen involved in a collision. Looked like Pippen threw Starks to the floor. Now, these two go back several years. Remember that leg whip attempt by John Starks on Scottie Pippen, and Pippen, frustrated, just shoved Starks, so the technical called on Pippen, and John Starks will shoot the tee.
I think Scottie realizes he got off to a very slow start in this game. Now coming off the bench, trying to get it going, did hit a field goal, got double teamed on the post against Starks again, threw it out for the Kerr three-pointer, but in Scottie's effort to try to get to the offensive board, John Starks is going to try to keep away. There's John Starks at the top of your screen doing a good box-out job. Pippen not giving up on the play, trying to whip around, just not only hook Starks, but hook him to the floor.
And both Pippen and Starks have been hit with technical fouls. 6:34 remaining in this first half. Let's check in with Ahmad Rashad. Ahmad?
All right, Marv, during that last timeout, Phil Jackson very upset at the same mainly because they weren't scoring any points. His offense was totally out of sync. Bad shot selection, which was leading to runouts by the Knicks. He said they just need to settle down and get back in their offense and get some points. Marv?
All right, thanks, Ahmad. Here's Ward penetrating. Luke Longley back on the floor, able to handle that rebound. Jordan beating Childs. Michael Jordan coming up short. And back comes Childs. Again, the Knicks look to run. A bad pass. Childs saying, my fault, as he went to the air and had nowhere to go.
I thought it was kind of a risky move starting Chris Childs in this game, having not played for 5 games, but until that pass, he has done a fine job.
We are halfway through the second quarter, and the Knicks are up by 11. Jordan with a series of fakes, fouled by Childs. He was hacked, and Jordan will go to the line. A reminder, next Saturday, join NBC as Mark O'Meara leads a stellar list of entries that includes Tom Lehman, Kane Stewart, Nick Price, John Daly, and others. The Honda Classic, that'll be next Saturday at 4 p.m. Eastern Time right here on NBC. Michael Jordan, 1 of 1 at the line. As you see, hit his first 4, 1 of 7 since then.
Now Childs going to the bench right now, but the smallest guards of the Knicks very effective, as Scottie Pippen had difficult time on the last couple of sequences trying to stay with Charlie Ward, beating him off the dribble.
So Allen Houston is back. The Knicks 39 and the Bulls 30. Second of 4 meetings between these two clubs. Bulls won in Chicago 88-87, led by as many as 17 of that game. Early fourth quarter, the Knicks able to come back, although you never had the feeling that they could win it. The final score more for cosmetic purposes when you talk about a 1-point game is a Jordan hit for the 51. Here's Houston for 3. Just did beat the 24, and Rodman able to come up with that loose ball. 5:20 remaining in this first half. Jordan posting up, setting up Kerr for 3. Yes! Steve Kerr has not been shooting well recently, which is most unusual for Steve, but he has been able to hammer down consecutive 3-point shots, and it cuts it to a 6-point Knick lead. Now Jeff Van Gundy takes a timeout with 4:59 to go in this first half. The Knicks lead is now 6.
Well, whenever you play the Bulls, you know Michael Jordan is getting his points. You try to shut down the other people, and you certainly don't want to leave Steve Kerr that wide open for three. I don't care how